Hello and welcome. I'm Andrew and this is a video about the Festival of Football, which has come up as a promo screen today. We've had the Festival of Football in FIFA 16 and 18 and now it's back for FIFA 21 in line with the tournaments. As the promo screen shows, it's due to start at 6 PM on Friday the 11th of June. As highlighted in the image here, there are some retro style elements to the promo screen that makes me hopeful that there might be some flashback content, some parts to what EA offer us over the next month to 6 weeks or so. It's that kind of 90s kind of pastel coloured zigzag kind of lines that we'll see. These are some of the cards of the players that were available in the promo in FIFA 18 Festival of Football. So this is what I'm kind of hoping that we get players of a similar level. So we've got a 98 Cavani, a 95 Mbappe, 94 Granqvist, because I think he did particularly well for the Swedish team that tournament. Isco 97 and has a 99. Obviously, that's the best card that's there. Fully expecting EA, as they do normally, to include many of the same players that we've already had content for already this game cycle, but hoping that they kind of vary it up and bring in some players that we've not had individual cards for yet. I think these are some of the things that we might potentially see throughout the tournament, throughout the 6 weeks or so lying ahead. We may have some online leaks for what the content might be, but really who knows for sure. I think that potentially we could get an individual man of the match card from each match. Obviously this would be quite a few cards overall, but players would level up if they were duplicated. Like if they got a second man of the match award in the tournament, they get a high rated card like an inform essentially. Teams of players released for good performances during the group stage. Fully expecting that to happen just because they like to push that kind of thing. A hero card would be an interesting kind of thing, like if Thomas Muller scored a hat-trick, or if Hugo Lloris helped France win a penalty shootout. That kind of thing is the kind of thing that we can expect, I think. Teams or showdown events. Now, they've used these sporadically throughout the season, obviously for finals and things like that, but they could theoretically use this quite frequently, almost like semi-daily pretty much, depending if there's an interesting match coming up or a match that they think they could get some interest in. Most likely during the latter stages of the tournament, in the style that we've seen already this season. And you could even get variations to include the player pick options. For example, you could get a player who plays in more than one position and then have him up against a player who plays in more than one position as well, and then when you complete the SBC you have to pick which of those player positions you want, or you could have it in the style of you have to pick between two different players for that country. So you could have complete the SBC for England versus Italy, and then you have to pick between Stones and Bellingham versus Belotti versus against Jorginho, for example. The variations, they could mix it up. Fully expecting to see daily marquee matchups, or not daily but more frequently than weekly, based on the fixtures that are coming up for that day or the next day or the weekend ahead or something like that. There's a long shot. Players that don't make it. Obviously Haaland isn't there because Norway didn't qualify, and Trent Alexander-Arnold isn't there because of an injury. So could they have, seeing as those two are two big players in the whole FIFA brand, could they do some sort of content for players who aren't at the tournament? Ibrahimovic, for example, isn't there because he's retired from international football. Could they do something big with that? Who knows? Flash back to players from previous tournaments, like a Modric card for him, or some sort of other player who's had a good international appearance, like Ribery or Valbuena or something like that, who's still playing but not as the powers that they had previously. There will be undoubtedly teams released at various stages during the tournament for EA to try and push users just to get the best cards that are available. One thing's for certain, we're not going to see any milestones, are we? So that's what I think could potentially happen as the tournament progresses, what's available to us, what content is. I think one thing for certain is that green will feature heavily on the card design by the green nature of the promo, but we'll see. I could well be miles off, but we'll see what's happening. Let me know what you think down below. If you think I'm wrong, right, something wrong, something right, who knows. And anyway, thanks for watching. Bye-bye.